Back another album review. Today's review is on Running After Deer by Alix Lambert and Travis Dickerson. It's another collaboration that Travis was involved with. Alex was on samples, Travis was on keyboards, Buckethead was on guitar, DJ Bonebreak was on drums, and Paul Ekman was on bass. Samuel Stewart is credited to have been featured because samples of him speaking are used. Travis and Alex produced the album. Alex made the album artwork, and Travis recorded, mixed, and mastered the album. The album was mastered and pressed at Rainbow Records, and was released on August 15th, 2008 on TDRS Music. Now let's talk about the songs. The intro to this album is Becoming a Racehorse. Some people do use horses for racing, though I'm not someone who would do that. The next track is The Liberian Boxing Team. This has something to do with the boxing team from Liberia, hence why there's two guys boxing on the cover. After that is What in the Fuck. You gotta admit that the title is pretty funny. Next up is Pregnant Men in America. You can actually hear someone speaking if you were to listen to this track. I believe the person speaking is Samuel Stewart. Up next is Jockey. A jockey is someone who rides on a racehorse, in case you didn't know. We followed up with The African Toy. There is a full EP called The African Toy that was released in 2010. It's actually the full interview with Samuel Stewart. That's followed up by It Makes No Goddamn Sense. There's a lot of things happening in this fucked up world that don't make any sense. The following track is Maybe It's Because You're an Asshole. I believe this is supposed to be a continuation of the previous song. The second to last track is Below the Belt. There is a rule in boxing that states that you're not allowed to hit your opponent below the belt. The outro for this album is I'm Tired. Sometimes I do get tired after finishing an album review. There is no information available regarding how this album performed commercially. On a side note, I noticed that this album has a perfect score on Discogs, even though only one person has given it a rating. And now for my thoughts. I think this is a pretty interesting album overall. I wasn't overly familiar with Alix Lambert prior to listening to this album and researching it, though he had worked on other projects. This album may not be as good as the last three albums I reviewed, but it's still worth checking out, and I recommend it. Now's the part where I question you. Have you listened to Running After Deer? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? What are your thoughts on samples of Samuel Stewart being used on this album? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify of future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another review.